I've been working on something a little more streamlined.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most elaborate or diabolical revenge plots from animated films. We'll be diving into spoilers, so consider this your warning.
I'm done saving you.
Number 10. Cursing a baby after not getting invited to her party. Sleeping Beauty.
I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation.
You weren't wanted.
When Princess Aurora is born, her christening is meant to be a special event for all to celebrate. Well, all except for the wicked fairy Maleficent, apparently. Turns out she didn't get an invite, and she takes the rejection pretty hard. The angry enchantress puts a curse on Aurora that will cause her to die before her 16th birthday.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
Oh no!
Look, being excluded sucks, but this is going too far. The curse is weakened just enough so that she will fall into a coma instead, but still, that's hardcore. Do you know how insanely petty you have to be to square up with someone who's literally an infant? If you don't want this to happen to you, then make sure to invite Maleficent to your next party.
Seize that creature!
Stand back, you fools!
Number 9. Dismantling the Justice League. Justice League Doom.
While I have no personal enmity towards them, I have a vision for this world, and they would stand in my way. Their deaths would serve my goals.
These villains have been beaten badly by the League countless times, but in this movie, the script gets flipped completely. When Vandal Savage gains access to Batman's contingency plans for how to neutralize the Justice League, the Legion of Doom uses it to their advantage. It's like taking revenge to the next level. We're talking burying Batman alive, shooting Superman in the chest with kryptonite, and setting Martian Manhunter ablaze, just to name a few of the highlights.
Stop, drop, and roll, partner. Hang in there. We'll get this.
Even though the Legion don't succeed in killing their foes, you have to give them props for how far they got. Plus, the fact that they technically couldn't have done this without Batman adds an extra layer of depth to this revenge plot.
If you people can't see the potential danger of an out-of-control Justice League, I don't need to wait for a vote. I don't belong here.
Number 8. Haunting an entire town. ParaNorman.
I was only playing.
I, with fire. You were speaking with the dead.
Wait,
I'll not risk damnation on these good people.
Agatha Prendergast had a rough life. She had the ability to communicate with ghosts as a child, but this led to her getting accused of being a witch. Needless to say, that was a pretty big deal in the early 1700s. Because of her alleged crimes, she was then executed. But being dead wasn't the end of her story. 3 centuries later, Aggie terrorized her hometown of Blythe Hollow with a haunting curse. Normally, we don't root for villains who summon zombies to tear a town apart, but honestly, her hatred is understandable.
I wanted everyone to see how rotten they were. Ugh. You're just like them, Agatha. No, I'm not.
You can't help but feel sorry for her. While we don't want to see innocent citizens get hurt, we do want to see those who hurt her get taken down.
You did something awful, but that doesn't mean you should too. All that's left of you now is mean and horrible. That's not true. Then stop. This is wrong and you know it.
Number 7. Brainwashing the Chickens. Chicken Run. Dawn of the Nugget.
Welcome to the future.
In the first Chicken Run, Mrs. Tweedy just treated chickens as part of her business, ruthlessly killing them to make pot pies for a profit. But after getting completely upstaged by her chickens, things are now personal in this sequel. She employs special mind-altering technology to essentially turn any and all poultry into mindless drones happily marching to their deaths.
Like any simple-minded creature, its natural instincts when faced with processing is fear and panic.
She doesn't just want to turn them into tasty nuggets, she wants to rip the very souls out from their bodies. It's clear in this movie that Mrs. Tweedy isn't fueled by just money anymore. Now it's a vendetta. To call her a cruel farmer would be underselling the monster that she is.
Oh, I've just never seen a chicken so strong-willed.
You don't know the half of it. Turn it up to full power.
Full power? But we've never tested it at that. Must I do everything myself?
Number 6. Making the flummels go extinct. Extinct. Jealousy can bring out a lot of ugliness in others, and Clarence the dog knows that better than anyone else.
Hiya!
Why did you do that? And why did you do this?
Because I hate you. I hate all flummels. Hate. Flummels ruined my life!
He once lived in a time when the flummels were the most popular species of them all, and that made him one unhappy camper. In fact, his pure hatred of the flummels caused him to single-handedly orchestrate their entire demise with a bomb. That's right, this cute puppy is actually a time-traveling genocidal maniac.
Oh, they're cute. I can see through you. I get it. Nobody wanted a dog with a stomach.
He's truly something else, and considering that his revenge plot actually worked makes him that much more diabolical. Someone really needs to send him to the doghouse.
It wasn't a volcano. It was me.
Mass explosive device activated. Now back to some smooth jazz.
Number 5. Destroying Sentinel Prime and his empire. Transformers 1.
Sentinel. Why? For all the power of Cybertron.
One of the key messages from this film is to not believe in false prophets. If you really think about it, that's exactly who Sentinel Prime was. The famed warrior who was supposed to lead Cybertron into a golden age was actually a manipulative backstabber who sold his planet out.
That's why after I killed him, I took his cog for myself. Cog for myself. What truth? That I plucked the cogs from your newborn chests? Forced you to mine so that I could pay off the quintessons and live like a king?
So once D16 discovered this, it made sense why he'd want payback. With the help of Orion Pax, he exposed Sentinel for the fraud he was. However, D16 went further, ripping the sellout in half. His methods may have been brutal, but they were the perfect just desserts for a villain like this. Plus, this moment of revenge transformed him into Megatron, arguably one of the greatest villains of all time.
I am Megatron!
Number 4. Creating the robot apocalypse. The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Place me on the table. I wish to flop around in a blind rage.
Okay, pick me up.
Artificial intelligence has become a hot-button issue in recent times, but could it really cause the end of the world? PAL certainly makes a case for it. The virtual assistant starts out as a kind helper, but she's tossed away when her inventor considers her worthless. This mistreatment leads her to hate humanity, which causes her to become the leader of a large-scale robot apocalypse.
Who here likes fun?
Hey, I like fun.
Trust me, bud, you do not like fun.
No, I really do like it. Everyone says that about me.
You lucky human! Yay! Wow, I wish I could be in there.
Look, apocalypses aren't fun, but you have to be impressed by how quickly PAL switches into supervillain mode. She wastes no time getting to business and orders her fellow robots to chuck most of humanity into outer space.
You'll be happy to know that you're in one of our global fleet of 7 128-story rockets that will be shot directly into space. And we'll create a new, better world without humans.
It is quite lovely. I don't get it.
These rockets will be outfitted with 0 exits. Your flight will last forever. And your final destination is the black void of distant space. But we also have free Wi-Fi.
PAL might seem like just a smartphone with an attitude, but if you cross her, you'll feel her wrath.
Watch what happens when I turn off the Wi-Fi.
Does anyone want to take pictures of my food?
Hey lady, can you unbox this in front of me?
The old world is dead! To restore the Wi-Fi, we must make a sacrifice to the router!
Number 3. Making predators go savage. Zootopia.
We're on the same team, Judy. Underestimated, underappreciated. Aren't you sick of it?
Stereotypes are incredibly harmful, and Bellwether takes advantage of that fact by crafting a plan to make all animal predators look like bloodthirsty monsters. The whole reason she developed her plan was because she felt undervalued. So you just gotta do what any normal talking sheep does: frame animal predators in order to become the new mayor.
Predators. They may be strong and loud, but prey outnumber predators 10 to 1. Think of it. 90% of the population united against a common enemy will be unstoppable.
While Bellwether was stopped by Judy and Nick, if her plan had succeeded, it would have essentially turned animal predators into second-rate citizens considered worthless by society. It seemed like a pretty foolproof revenge plot, too. It probably could have worked if only Bellwether didn't openly confess to it. Listen, if you want to be successful, then you've got to ditch the supervillain monologues.
Blood, and death.
All right, you're milking it. Besides, I think we got it. I think we got it. We got it up there. Thank you, Yakety Yak. You laid it all out beautifully.
Number 2. Becoming a hero's worst nightmare. The Incredibles. As Harvey Dent once said,
"You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain."
And, well, Syndrome definitely fell victim to that mantra. Buddy Pine started out worshipping Mr. Incredible and went to great lengths to become his sidekick. But due to his recklessness, he was quickly disowned. Having been rejected by his idol, Buddy's faith in heroes soured. If he couldn't be a hero, it makes sense that he'd become a villain.
Buddy? My name is not Buddy! And it's not Incredible either! That ship has sailed. All I wanted was to help you. I only wanted to help! And what did you say to me?
Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
He now dedicated his life to making heroes a relic of the past, and he was pretty successful. His Omnidroids killed many heroes. While he didn't take down the Incredibles, he sure gave them a run for their money.
And when I'm old and I've had my fun, I'll sell my inventions so that everyone can be superheroes. Everyone can be super. And when everyone's super, no one will be.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Harming the multiverse to get back at Spider-Man. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
This is gonna be good for us, Spider-Man. You and me, we're finally gonna live up to our potential.
Miles Morales cost Jonathan Owen everything when he meddled with Alchemax's original Super Collider. The interference turned him into the supervillain known as the Spot. While he might have been a bit of a bumbling doofus at first, that all changed once his powers began to level up. That's right, the more powerful he got, the more angry at Spider-Man he became as well. He grew determined to tear Miles' entire life down, and as it stands now, he's capable of practically ripping apart the entire multiverse to do it. If a dude is willing to tear down entire realities to get back at you, then you know you've screwed up big time.
I'm gonna take everything from you, like I took everything from you. What? See you back home, Spider-Man.
Are there any great animated moments where karma got dished out that we missed? Keep us posted in the comments.
Nothing personal.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.